Ladies and gentlemen, take a deep breath before you go under. Joining us with her critically acclaimed new suspense thriller is Goetjen, local award-winning author of The Woman Underwater. Good to have you.
Well, it's great to be here. Thank you.
So you are an acclaimed writer and you've been writing for many years. Now tell us a little bit more about this particular book, as you are a new transplant to the Low Country, but where is this book set?
This is set in New England, in Connecticut, and it's a contemporary suspense. It's a standalone, so readers don't have to have read my previous murder mysteries to enjoy this one. And Victoria Sands is the protagonist. And when the story opens, her husband has been missing for almost 7 years, which is a very long time.
Yes.
And he used to be a teacher at an exclusive private boarding school in New England, and went missing on a field trip with his students, and seemingly without a trace. No witnesses stepped forward. What few leads the police had, they fizzled very quickly. They never even found his car.
Oh.
So it's been 7 years. The people around her, her close friends, her family, they're trying to convince her it's time to move on. It's, you know, he's not coming back.
There's something though that you can't let go of.
Absolutely. She's, you know, the bond of love with her husband, she refuses to believe that he's, you know, that something's happened.
Sure.
She believes he's out there. Of course, the wrinkle in the story is that their son, Jameson, is now a senior at this academy, and the field trip that his father disappeared on is coming up on the academic calendar. Oh. And he really wants to go.
But does she say, no, I don't want you to go?
She really does not want to let him go. So that's another struggle that she has, you know, trying to decide. So.
I have to ask you, what is it about mystery, suspense, that captivates you as a writer?
I think I've always been interested in mysteries and suspense. I mean, when I was reading growing up, I would, you know, it would be a Trixie Belden mystery or a, you know, Nancy Drew. But I've always loved puzzles, and you know, mysteries are pretty much just a puzzle that you're trying to figure out either who did it, why did they do it, how did they do it, and as a writer, it's kind of fun being on the other side, creating that puzzle for the reader to figure out.
And also, as a writer living in New England, that is where you're originally from, but those places bring a lot of inspiration to your stories, and you add a lot of detail. So it really feels like when you read through the pages that you're actually transported to that place. So when you visit somewhere and you think, this is a place where I'd like to set a story, what are some of the things that you pull from the air, from, you know, the just different people and places that you visit within that location?
Well, I definitely get my inspiration from places that I've fallen in love with. And, you know, even new places when I visit, I'm always looking to see, you know, what's particularly interesting about it, what's unusual about it, and what kind of a story could I put in there and put a little twist to the ordinary. And but I definitely choose my settings first, and I set them my stories in places that I've fallen in love with. So when when the reader finishes reading, they've fallen in love with the setting as well. And
what's exciting is that you're in the works right now with a book that's set here in the Low Country.
Yes, I am.
Can you give us a little taste of what is to come?
Well, I can't give you too much, but it's definitely set in Charleston, definitely downtown, which, you know, I love downtown. The main character is a transplant from New England, from the Boston area. Without giving too much away, her uncle is a writer here and has passed away, and she has and he has left her his estate, his home on the peninsula to her.
Oh,
so
how nice!
Yes, I know.
So I can already imagine the beautiful historic home that this must be set in. Yes, all the trappings of living in Charleston. Well, this is great. so people who are interested in joining for a talk and also a book signing, you need to go to Daniel Island to the Meyer Vogel Gallery. This is happening Thursday, September 22nd at 6:30 p.m. You get to meet the author Penny Goetjen in the flesh and have this wonderful new book signed by her. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And can't wait for this new book to come out. When do you think it'll be released?
Sometime next year.
Sometime, okay. Well, you'll have to be back before then.
I would love to.
All right, we're back up to this.